Yeah, actually, he couldn't pick up the health pack until he put the glasses on.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he couldn't see it. And then it... Yeah. So I don't know.
So maybe you can gain experience as long as you're wearing them.
Yeah.
Who knows where they're going to take it? Taika Waititi is awesome.
Yeah.
He's in it. He did a little cameo, it looks like, or maybe a big part.
Yeah.
Maybe the bad guy.
And that Joe Keery.
That's perfect.
Joe Keery from Stranger Things, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Joe Keery. I'm just going to go with that.
No,
Just go with Joe Keery.
Yeah, that's his name.
That's a July 2020 release date?
Yeah, I believe
okay.
so.
Yep.
That's, man, all these movies so far away, but they're going to be so
Oh,
good.
what was the other July one? Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
Right.
That one had like a poster and some pictures and like a plot synopsis, and then they're going to put the trailer's going to drop on Wednesday this week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was the plot synopsis? Roughly.
A single mother and her 2 kids move to a small town and learn about their connection to their grandfather, who I think is Egon.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Okay.
The man that's Harold Ramis passed away. So
Right.
he can't be in it. But Paul Rudd is in it. Carrie Coon. I think another kid from Stranger Things, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
And
then, of course, Bill Murray.
And then Bill Murray and Dan
Dan
Aykroyd
Aykroyd.
and Ivan Reitman are returning to reprise their roles, I believe.
Right.
That's actually pretty cool. All right.
And the picture is like the Echo One driving through a wheat field. So it's taking Ghostbusters to the Midwest, I guess. Cool. That's cool.
Right.
Right.
It is directed by Jason Reitman, and he has directed a movie that I absolutely hate. But we will get onto that later.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
maybe
Foreshadowing.
maybe foreshadowing.
Maybe
maybe
even 5 shadowing.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh, nice.
One more.
Anyway,
Extra shadowing.
what was the other thing? Godzilla versus Kong got pushed back to November, which my son was very disappointed in because it was supposed to come out in March.
Well, as long as it's for a good reason, like
Yeah.
they said, hey, listen, we could push it out and everybody would hate us and we would get our money probably, but let's make a movie that's worth it.
Exactly.
Hopefully that's why they're doing it.
And that was directed by that Adam guy, and he made a lot of like the lower budget stuff. Like he was on one of the VHS movies, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where he gets like an eye that he can see from, and the whole thing is shot from like the point of the camera in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Not the whole thing, I don't think. But
Not the whole thing, yes. But
Yeah, have either of you seen Disenchantment?
no, but you keep talking about that with Brock. Yeah,
I've
you
seen
guys have
one
seen it.
episode.
Oh yeah,
And it
There's
looks
an
funny.
episode
It was
where
fun.
the giant, she needs an eye because has an eye patch, and he's like, listen, I'm going to barter with you. I can get you an eye, right? And he's freaking out, can't find anything. He finds this magic like, what do they call that? Not magic 8 ball.
a magic sphere.
What do they call
Ball,
it?
crystal ball.
Crystal ball. Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay.
So he finds like a crystal ball that has magical powers, and then
Bend
he
of the
draws a little
rainbow.
eye on it and sticks it in her eye. Well, that gives her like true sight. Like
Hmm.
she can see the truth in everything.
That's the
Yeah.
superpower that I want.
Ooh,
Actually,
it would be crazy. You would,
would-
hate life.
I would like to know. Well, I would
Not
have
you
to.
specifically,
No.
but everybody would hate life with that power.
I'm just saying, like, if I had a superpower, I'd want to be able to ask a question and get the truth answer to
No
it.
matter what.
That is a great power. I am more selfish than that, and I would want telekinesis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That has always been the answer.
Yeah.
Because then you can manipulate. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, then you can make yourself fly,
I
I'm
can
just
make
messing.
myself fly,
and you could put a shield around yourself. So, because if you wish,
or
just
a shield around somebody else.
Right.
You know, or
you could
make a concussive bolt.
exactly,
You know,
a force push.
Yes.
But
That'd be so fun.
if you, I always used to say, "Oh, I wish I could fly," but then I thought, what if I was flying and I ran into a bird?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like that's your only superpower is to fly, so maybe you can't go
You'd
high.
have to do like those guys in Chronicle with the parkas and the.
Yeah, maybe you can't go too high in the atmosphere
Right.
without like passing. So it's like if you have telekinesis, you just put like a invisible bubble around yourself, and you're like,
Yep, exactly. It's the greatest power ever.
yeah, that's the best one.
Man.
I win. Yeah.
I
But no, the truth power is awesome because we would be a superhero team, my friend, because I would go around and we would just go find out the truth.
Well, it's
We'd
more
be the truth seekers.
I was the reason I thought of it is because like you think about like the Kennedy assassination. What I want to be like, what really happened, and then
Right.
I would just know. You know what I mean?
Or
absolutely.
like you could go to any politician and literally be like, how do you feel about this? And
Yeah.
they'd be like,
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard, are you really part of some weird surf cult?
And you could do it on national television, so everybody has it recorded. So like you could just get to the bottom of who's actually
Right. Yep.
worth going to get that position. Whatever.
Exactly. Well, if you wanted to use your power in that way, but yes.
Right.
I would definitely think about that.
I would want to find out all the great mysteries.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like what?
And
what,
I'm just saying that we could team up, because then if they got wise, we would just have a telekinetic shield. We could fly the fuck away.
make them explode.
Yeah, whatever I had to do. Like Dark Phoenix style it up if I had to, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
Not really.
Like what are the Phoenix? How'd they build the pyramids? What are the Phoenix lines? Things like that.
all that stuff,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, wow, we really digressed on
Yeah, we
it.
really got on that. Some other news from a while back. Noah Hawley's going to direct Star Trek 4 and write it, I think. So we'll see if Paramount can get that right. I like Legion, and I like Fargo a lot, which is coming back with a new season next year. So
How many is that? 4 or 5?
Fargo?
Yeah,
This will be season 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really good show. Season 1 especially.
Season 1 was very, very,
Very good, yeah.
I loved that.
Got some DC movie news.
What's that?
Peter Sarsgaard
Right.
being cast in the new Batman movie, The Batman.
The Batman. Man, they're just stacking that cast.
They are. That cast is legit.
Have you ever seen a movie called Shattered Glass with Peter Sarsgaard and Hayden Christensen? I recommend that.
I don't think I have.
It's about like a journalist or something, but you guys should check that out. That's a recommendation.
Right on. Recommend it.
Reckon out. But Peter Sarsgaard, John Turturro, Zoe Kravitz, who's the
Robert
other
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, and then Paul Dano,
Yeah.
Andy Serkis,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright.
It's just ridiculous.
I mean,
dude.
this is
it's
getting-
awesome. It's awesome. And they're all good actors.
They're all good actors that have really good resumes. You know what I mean?
And Matt Reeves, I hope, that should be a great pairing.
One of my favorite movies in my top 10, I think, or top 15 is Cloverfield. Love that movie. I know a lot of people don't like that movie, but
In
I actually
theater
enjoyed
format?
the second one more.
a lot. Yeah, 10 Cloverfield
Paradox?
Lane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That was the one I really enjoyed
Yeah.
most out of all that.
The
I didn't
first
watch
one-
the show thing they had. Didn't they have a show on Netflix or something?
Well, it was a movie that premiered. It had a trailer, and then it came out a couple months later on Netflix or something.
I didn't watch that.
I liked it.
Paradox?
Or it came out that night, didn't it? Cloverfield Paradox?
Yeah.
The night of the Super Bowl. It just
that
dropped.
good?
I enjoyed
good.
it.
I liked it.
Right on.
It has John Goodman in it, right?
No, that's
No.
10 Cloverfield Lane. That's my favorite
Okay,
one.
that's
that
the
I've
one I
seen.
really like.
Yeah, that one's badass.
Sounds
The other one, Cloverfield Paradox, started out as another movie, much like 10 Cloverfield Lane. But this one, I think I don't know what happened, but I don't know. It's a good movie. It's like a science fiction pulp novel you grab off the shelf.
Nice.
Right on.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And then it ties into all the other movies somehow.
But anyways, Batman gonna
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
I 100% Batman.
Yes.
I hope it's got a lot of hype to live up to. Now,
I
in
mean, the
my
cast
opinion.
is stacked, and
But-
Peter Sarsgaard could be Harvey Dent. He could be.
Yeah, I know
I don't
that's
even
the
know.
rumor right now. Is that
that-
it's Harvey Dent? Yeah, but
I don't
we'll
know.
see. Nobody knows.
What if he's the Mad Hatter?
Be cool, man. I'm down no matter what, and I think it'll be awesome.
Jarvis Tech.
What about streaming? You guys got some stuff for streaming?
There's a bunch of movies on, like, all the Austin Powers movies are on Netflix, and like,
oh, I'm going to totally watch that. That is awesome.
I like the first one.
The third one is my favorite all time. It was my favorite movie for years.
Bong in a Blitz.
I mean, it just was a one-liner after one-liner. and just
Absolutely.
from beginning to end, first movie I ever laughed at completely all the way through. Amazing
It was
movie.
good.
Yeah,
They're funny
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, they're funny. And he made that all up. Like, so it's cool because you don't see Mike Myers in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
Bohemian
sadly.
Rhapsody, Inglourious Bastards.
Well, after Love Guru, he was trying to do that whole Austin Powers kind of vibe, and Love Guru just didn't click with me.
Oh, I hate that movie.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I didn't watch that movie.
For good reason, probably.
Yeah. What else? The Boys 2 season 2 trailer dropped.
That'll be
That
fun.
looks like
Little
a
teaser.
gore fest.
Yeah.
I'm
wait.
down, man. It looks really good.
Man. I mean, like, they could go without the gore or whatever, but it's not hurting anything, so I'm okay with it.
I think it lends to the realism
Yeah.
of what happens.
And it's
Yeah.
it's really indicative of the comic too. The comic is very violent and graphic. Yeah.
Well, and if you think about it, it's not all rainbows and
Sunshine.
when people are getting their whatever. I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too.
So yeah, catch up on The Boys if you haven't.
Yeah,
it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the better, like we were talking about, one of the better superhero shows that are on.
Oh yeah.
Also on Netflix is The Movies That Made Us. Really cool. I didn't watch the Footloose one, but the Home Alone, Die Hard, and what was the other one? Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters one is really cool. I would recommend that, tying into what we said earlier about the new movie. But what do you guys think of The Witcher coming to Netflix?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on a comic, right? Or a book series.
Sure. I don't know. It's based on a video game that I know of.
And the video game was a huge success. Big.
Okay.
They made 3? 4?
I know 3 at least.
Yeah, 3.
And a lot of expansions and stuff like that.
Of course.
Too. Yeah. That whole game series is really good. I've really only played the third one a lot, or not even a lot, but
I like Cavill too, so I think he'll be good enough.
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah, Henry.
The whole thing I'm really excited about, because at first I saw who they cast and everything, and before the makeup's on and everything, you can't get really a good idea of what they're looking like.
Sure.
I think it's going to be good.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Do you think they're going to do they drop? Yeah, Netflix just drops all the episodes at once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I would assume.
I forgot. Anyway, what else? Anything on streaming?
No, I think we mentioned the Disney Plus shows that were going to come out next year that were announced. But I got nothing. Anybody else?
Don't do it.
On Stitcher.
On Stitcher Premium, the Marvels. I don't know if you've read that limited series.
Yeah.
It's a 4-part limited series with Buscemia, I think, and Ross.
Alex Ross. Yeah, it's like
Busiek. I'm sorry, Busiek and Ross, right? Kurt Busiek.
Kurt.
I don't know how you say his last name. Busiek, yeah.
Yeah. And Alex Ross.
But this is like a audio drama of it, which if you haven't, you can listen for free to the Wolverine ones.
Yeah, the Wolverine ones.
The first one I thought was probably the best.
And they're all
there's 2 seasons. Yeah.
Oh, 2 seasons. The first season was the best, or the first episode?
I like the first season the best.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess with the ear holes thing, we'll kind of transfer over to music here. What is that? Frank Zappa's Hot Rats is 50 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a really good album. It's Frank Zappa's second album, and it has Willie the Pimp on it, which is a song that he and Captain Beefheart sing on. And I really like Trout Mask Replica, because that's 50 years old this year too.
Right.
Did you say Captain Beefheart?
Captain Beefheart in his Magic Band, but it's just Captain Beefheart.
Oh, I've got it on CD if you'd like to borrow it.
See, I'm still trying to figure out if you guys are saying Beefheart or Beefheart.
That was my question on the original episode.
We were talking about.
Remember? I was like, I didn't know.
Which one are you saying now?
Beefheart.
Oh, Beefheart.
One word.
Heart. Yeah, but
one word.
Beefheart.
Beefheart.
Yes.
Okay.
Captain Beefheart.
I think I got it.
Beefheart you.
Safe as Milk is a good album too, but that came out a couple of years before. But yeah, so Hot Rats is 50 years old. Any other music?
No, I mean, we got the Vinyl Corner.
Okay.
That I know Brock sent us all the way from Tejas.
Yeah.
I don't really have it up right now, so we can just,
Well, if you want, I can do a filler here where Hit Me Baby One More Time is still hated by many. So
that is true.
That's a new update on that song.
All right, well, I've got this.
Hit me baby one more time.
Oh, I don't.
My loneliness
is killing him.
Okay.
You're killing me. That's correct. All right. So here's what we've got for vinyls. He actually wrote this and sent us a picture of it.
And his handwriting is very quick.
It's awesome.
You got to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, I'm zoomed. For the Vinyl Corner, we had some Buddy Rich, Just in Time, the final recording.
Cool.
The Beatles.
Abbey Road.
Singles collection.
Oh, the singles collection. Oh, cool.
The singles collection. Lee Scratch Perry, Heavy Rain. Anybody familiar?
Not at all.
Okay.
Brock, you're doing great.
Doing great, Brock. You're not even here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're rooting for you.
But yeah, that's the Vinyl Corner. Sorry about that, guys.
The Beatles singles collection.
Yeah,
cool.
I should have wrote that out on something that I could actually see. I'm
well, it's
sorry,
always
guys.
different whenever you're talking about somebody else's things that they like or writing down and all that.
I did see that, and I'll just throw this in there for the Vinyl Corner. I did see that on December 27th they're releasing the Motown in mono. And so it's 5 of the mono recordings, original mono recordings
cool.
from tape.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be fun to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's going to be on there? The Supremes.
The Supremes. I believe it was the Marvelettes.
That's
the
probably,
Temptations.
It's probably like 3 or 5 from
It's
each
5.
song.
It's
5
5.
tracks from each. Oh, nice.
Well, I think it's 5 individual albums.
Oh, really?
Each of their albums. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So there's a little vinyl corner extra.
All right. Should I go into wrestling corner here? You guys ready?
We got lots of corners
snaps.
here.
Yep. I'm over here in the wrestling corner though.
Wrestling.